Well, Brian started off wanting me to work on black holes, and he was giving me all these descriptions of the completely insane things that happen inside black holes, like time runs the opposite direction, the body is sort of stretched into spaghetti, because gravity is completely, well, another experience of gravity. And I just went, there's no way I can do this with the, dance is the body. So it has to be something that I can express, kind of with reality, reality as we humans know it and experience it. That's how it all began. But, the thing that's so extraordinary about him is that he can explain these incredibly complicated concepts in a really, really simple way, and yet not take away from the complexity of the ideas. You grasp these complicated ideas while you're listening to him or reading him. It may disappear from your mind once he's no longer with you. However, some kind of poetic vestige for me remains really, really clear. And I'm not trying to illustrate science. I'm really trying to capture the poetics of these different theories. It was just so interesting to see these theories that were so existential as well as scientific, because relativity in Einstein's view posits a kind of serene, stable world. Even though they're great forces, it's fundamentally predictable. Then quantum mechanics is the exact opposite. It's all discontinuous and chaotic and volatile and completely unpredictable. And these are these two pillars of physics, and I thought, the 20th century, and I thought, well, wouldn't it be fantastic to turn those into dance and then use this new theory, which isn't really proven but is fascinating, string theory, because it really reconciles the two theories. And in string theory, order emerges from disorder. So it's a philosophy, a kind of existential point of view that I thought was really wonderful as well. There are 11 dancers. They come from all over the world. We use ballet as sort of the basis of what we do, but it doesn't look like ballet. It doesn't look anything like what you think ballet looks like. It uses all kinds of different geometry that comes from fractals, and it's not, it's raw as well as refined. I mean, it has a lot of elements that are very much unlike classical ballet, but it uses all the virtuosity that comes from classical ballet. And the dancers, a lot of them are from Asia. There's a lot of influence from Asian aesthetics, the kind of curvilinear language, a lot of negative space. So it's not just about filling up space, but emptiness is interesting also. And they do kung fu, they do hip hop, they do yoga, they do modern dance. So they're very fluent in many different languages. Well, I think there's a kind of pioneer spirit that Kansans, they're very down to earth and they see reality, and they're not influenced, I think, by mass media and other things as much as other places like on the East Coast, where in the West Coast, I think, where media is so dominant. I think people are more independent, and I think that's a great quality that I got from Kansas. And just this feeling that you can do it your own way by just taking one step at a time and making things happen. I think this is a very Kansan trait.